Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Invest For You. Dan Bilzerian is an American internet personality and gambler who has gained a substantial amount of fame and money from his line of work. He is known to live a lavish and extravagant lifestyle, and all these helps the public realize the numbers he earns through his profession. He is now worth $200 million, but is Dan Bilzerian really worth millions of dollars? Let's find out. Bilzerian's net worth is estimated to be about $200 million as of 2021. He is known as the Instagram King. Of course, he is known as such given his posts and stories where he shows off his fortunes to a huge number of followers. When Bluff magazine voted him to be one of the funniest poker players of all time, Bilzerian's fame skyrocketed. The media had a hard time settling in after this. Much of the cash that Dan has earned is from poker. Bilzerian didn't rise to fame from the dirt. Instead, his father was a corporate takeover specialist, and this immensely helped Dan to build his own wealth. He was able to stack money over one another because he had a strong back. This is majorly why he was able to play high-stakes poker and test his luck out to double the money. For a person who earned cash working a 9-to-5 job and collecting penny by penny, this would have been a daring move because it could have gone either way, and for Bilzerian, he had nothing of his own to lose.
Almost entirely his fault. Dan Bilzerian is the CEO of Ignite International Brands Limited, a cannabis company that operates in Mexico.
He was introduced to the game by his brother, who himself was a poker player, and backed up by his dad. He wasn't fond of studying much and never really graduated from a proper school. But who needs school when you're able to bring in money without it? A lesser known fact about Dan is that he also enlisted for the Navy, but he left over a dispute with his superior. Bilzerian started his poker career in 2009 with the World Series poker event. He might have finished at 180th position that year. It was soon enough that Bluff magazine gave him that unique title. Bilzerian had a rough start in the world of poker, with problems involving rules and illegalities, but one day in 2013, he posted that he won $10.8 million from playing a poker in one night only. Now that is when backs turned and Bilzerian gained a lot of attention. The following year, he reported having won over $50 million in 1 year. Crazy, isn't it? All this money just got to him and he decided to run for the presidency in 2016.
Sounds like typical Dan Bilzerian, but it's a whole other thing to party with your own money than to shell out investors' money. In 2019, Ignite lost about $32.3 million just...
This mind-boggling idea wasn't received well, but he did gain more fame than thought. Although he disposed of this plan later on, he helped Donald Trump in his campaign and publicly endorsed him. With all the money that Dan has, he not only used it for his own games, but he also sponsored others. In 2013, Dan gave about $2,000 to his friends to enter the poker championship. Guess what happened then? His friend finished second and won a sizable amount. He gave $1 million to Dan for helping him take a start. Seems like Dan has an instinct for good investments. Besides being a poker player, Dan is also a professional stuntman. This means he earns a good amount from that too. He was a stuntman on the 2013 movie Lone Survivor and Olympus Has Fallen. He also continued this in 2014 as well. Dan has all his sides covered when it comes to long-term financial stability. He has a number of holdings in his investment portfolio, and this only helps for the future. Dan's luxury style includes living in a luxury house with 12 bedrooms, multiple bathrooms, and other amenities enough for him to never leave his house. His car collection is impeccable, with million-dollar cars standing in his garage all the time. Quite a few of them are race cars. If that wasn't enough, he also purchased a military truck. He has several guns in his house, and guess what? Each of them is loaded. He is known to live every moment to the fullest, and of course, with so much money in his account, we will have anything to worry about. He truly lives like a king. He has been able to amass this much fame and popularity in an early age in life, but all this would have been useless if he didn't have life at all. Bilzerian has had a rough time with his health too. He suffered 2 heart attacks and before the age of 30, but survived each of them only to return back stronger. With so much fame also comes the opposite. Celebrities are not perceived the same way by everyone, same is the case with Dan. Some analysts consider Dan to be a fraud despite having built a reputation on the basis of being a poker genius who takes calculated risk. He is also criticized for starting his career with his father's backing, whose money was also not legal. Paul Bilzerian, Dan's father, was sent to jail for security fraud. The hate for Dan that stems from this news is rather illogical because these frauds are more common than people are aware of. And despite the situation, Dan made himself a financially stable individual based on his own abilities. Someone who has to take start from somewhere and do something, and his father helped him in the process. Whatever Dan is now is because of his own self. He's comfortable in taking high risk, and as per his luck, he is able to make good amount off of it. Dan has a public presence on Instagram, is an investor, and plays poker on TV, which means he clearly is worth millions of dollars. Dan may have started off this year into poker, which with unethical money. He has been able to pay off for it for years through his profession. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.